We gotta end this 201 dominance, man. It's becoming unacceptable, if you ask me.
They're too good, huh?
Kind of are, yeah. Like, I don't know at this point, like, is 201 overperforming? Is
Is
501
this what it's come
underperforming?
to? Like, is 501 just like because everyone got taken out, we're just like at least trying to deny some a win from
Yeah,
201,
yeah.
and then we'll be
Uh,
like, ah, see, but 201 didn't win either, so
I know. It's
we're
kind of a
just
bit of
taking
that,
other
yeah.
regions' wins for ours at this point. It's sad.
It do be a bit like that. Man, we had 501 players, right? Like, we had Zilly, we had Sako, we had Apucci, Doxin, Mathis Might, all 5 falling, not making it through. It's so sad. And we even had the 2 dogs in Group D not making it through. We had Apucci and Doxin in the same group, taken down by the debut of Lao Mam. Man, I'm so sad for 501. I keep saying, next season, surely we got this. And we lost to Arbiter as well. He's not playing anymore due to his help with the data front, of course, for competitive equity. We're not going to let him play, but we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, maybe just putting 2 hounds is like, I don't know, two minuses canceling out. I don't know. Perhaps that's what happened.
Indeed. But back to the 201s. Now we got our final game here. Got Feng going up against Tom, aka Agrip Nakoma. They're both greedy players, apparently. Favor specialists, supply, battle focus, take all econ cards, and pretty similar looking heat maps.
Yeah, both of them like play a pretty tempo heavy game. I guess Tom maybe in a bit of a different way.
Yeah,
I
I know
feel
what you
like Tom
mean.
always plays for like late game still, whereas Feng might not necessarily do that.
I know what you mean, yeah. Like, Tom sort of threads the needle, right? Like, he does those juicy sentries, he goes for strong early game units, but then just, like, eventually gets those giants out. Feng, I mean, he does giant a lot as well. Um, but, he sometimes does some of those different style builds, like a lot of scorpions, for example.
Yep. Yeah, I need to take some notes because I don't know how to make Scorpion work.
I know, man. Some people just don't get it, It's okay. You and Woot can be best friends.
It's just not a good unit.
Mm-hmm. Sure, sure. All right.
All
The
right, here
best
we
of
are.
3 begins. Let's go. Quick supply, huge tempo. Elite?
Elite.
Elite.
Surely third time's the charm.
I wish it was mainstream, man. It's so fun to watch. The thing is, I knew there was 0% chance it would be taken.
Really 0? Not even like 1?
I mean, the copium part of me gave it greater than 0 chance.
Man,
But it's not real,
I refuse to believe that. I know that you've already given up. You're a quick supply stan at this point.
But my favorite elite packs, they're BIS, like Hound Ball Elite, sign me up. Oh, the red hair action. Does he get a special bonus if he picks the SBC with the red hair?
You should, really.
I think so.
Firebatter could work here, though. Agri with the aggro doesn't have armor on his hounds.
Yeah. I mean, I do really like Badgers on defense. They're like sledges, but way better chaff clear. Like, maybe a little bit less sturdy against, like, high-level Phoenixes, stuff like that. But, yeah, they feel really high tier to me.
Man, this could have been the chance for Assault Marksman to shine, but Feng
Yeah,
doesn't run it, sadly.
didn't he read the patch notes? It got a 20% attack buff.
Yeah, even more stats to get EMP'd.
Sag.
Oh,
Oh
and
my
it would have been
god.
extended range marksman too.
Does he take
Mass prod
mass-produced
Scorp though.
sledge? Or Scorp, sorry. Yeah,
That's
honestly,
a really good card.
it is. You don't even like care that the range is gone either. Like when they're aggressing onto you with short range units. Oh, come on. Heavy armor.
Yeah, like, you know, I'll stay with 300 cost Scorpion generally bad, but 200 cost Scorpion I can get behind.
That's fair. All you think about is the money, huh, Rooster?
Well, does make the world go around.
Two Phoenixes now. Pretty significant DPS. Certainly no problem to chew through the sledges eventually. No real chaff yet. Like, we don't see, like, crawlers, fangs, but yeah, I guess you just don't need it yet.
I always find it a bit like interesting when someone picks heavy armor on sledge into something like steel balls. Because it feels like the additional hit points aren't that valuable.
I think, like, long term, the balls sometimes get sold. Like, not every game, but sometimes. And then, like, there's, like, the oil turns as well. So I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Well, another Phoenix shows up, another Hound as well.
Yeah, I do like Feng's position here, I think. Or,
Is
sorry,
it a charge shot game?
It definitely could be. I'm looking to pick it up like every game if I'm able to justify it. Like the only reason you really don't is like Fort AA or something like that. Otherwise, like that tech is just busted.
Oh, I meant on the arc lights for Feng.
Oh, that's a cool thought. He certainly has enough arc lights to think about it.
Every time I click it, I feel like it doesn't perform, or my opponent like goes Fortress and I cry. But it looks decent here.
Yeah,
And
there's
he's
just
got
the one
Fire
crawler.
Badgers to chaff clear. Oh, speaking of Fortress.
Yeah. Yep. All right, forces for both players. The Fire Badger comes down as well. Phoenix picks up a level. The ball, really critically here, picks up a level. With that heavy armor, that thing is a beast of its own, and we did not take those mass-produced Scorpions. We have Fist, but it even survives a Fist.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be like Hound Fort, right? For Agri.
Yep.
And I'm thinking that he's favored with this
Or,
position.
or Castle Dog, as they call it in 201.
Castle Dog. He doesn't really have the castle formation, though.
True. Big misplay.
Yeah, well, I like the Fire Badger position, especially with that Crawler showing up on the shallow flank, but this Fortress looks like it's going to have a pretty good time shooting at Fire Badgers, Arc Lights.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I mentioned, this steel ball, like it's crazy good. And then there's like the leveled Phoenix as well. Like so many things going right here for Tom. And like he doesn't even have much chaff, but it just doesn't seem to matter. Blanking as well.
The second Fortress pickup, though, that might be crucial. They are getting rid of the steel balls. Good
Yeah,
DPS.
I can't believe how well this is going. Like he's gonna lose, but like that it didn't look too bad. I could see a stabilization occur.
The thing is, though, those Phoenixes are doing a lot of work in the backline for Agri, and I don't think Feng necessarily wants to have to click AA here, because it might be scary to click that when you're in a potential like Fortress mirror.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't think you click it, but yeah, then the Phoenixes are just insane. Like maybe if they charge shot, you click it. I'm not really sure what the flow chart would be, but there's certainly problems. Now the battleship here, that could buy him some tempo. That is really difficult to answer. Like even if you do answer it, you're sort of like giving up something to answer it. Like you now have like a random Fang in the back or Mustang or whatever. So I like that.
It's also round 4, and it's a pretty low cooldown spell, so he'll get this back on round 8.
Yeah, that's true. We're
Somewhat
answering.
surprising that no efficient giant was picked up there, though. for aggro
Oh,
either.
yeah, true. There's the fort level, big deeps, new flank here with a
How did
hound
that
and a
level?
fang. Dude, I know it's crazy. I guess it killed just everything on the left side. Like,
I swear, like I was looking at it and it had like 25% experience, and then suddenly it leveled.
yeah, pretty crazy. There's a missile to hit the boat, but that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I mean it's got that
Ooh,
120 range, so
we're teching one fist. Let's go. I mean, one fort with fist. Okay, can we win
that's
through the
even
debuff?
crazier. Like not picking efficient giants, but committing to fortress.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, this fortress though. I mean, there was a debuff there, and the boat will do a great job of cleaning the phoenixes.
Yeah, the fist should be wasted. We've got crawlers. So yeah, a modest like over 1,000 damage coming through. Not bad at all. I think not losing was more important than winning, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I mean he does a bunch of damage. A fortress levels up as well, so that might be able to contest the enemy fortress. Super supply round 5, I think that's a no-go.
No, that's a hard no. I do like the blue spells though. I would like to see oil come down as well, I think.
Ooh. Yeah, oil could do a lot of work here for Fang Fang.
Yeah, and like I don't think you're afraid of barrier technology coming out either, right? The fist was just taken. Yo, jump drive? What's going on? That's to defend the Rhino assault. Okay, nothing crazy.
Doesn't really deal with the wasps though.
No, that's kind of funny, huh? I hope he remembers for his sake. He needs basically like a missile. That would be the best possible answer he could go for. I like the Fire Badger defense in the bottom left.
And just more chaff being picked up quite a lot already. Look at the difference between the two players.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really good against the Fortress Fist as well to have all this chaff come in. Because if it hits your sledge or your giants, like or your tower, God forbid, it's not very good. Oh, I
Wasp
don't know when the
drop though.
fortify occurred, but is his tower not just dying to the Swamp Swarm?
I think it is.
That's
It'll be
such a
delayed a
feels
little bit,
bad.
but yeah, that's not great at all.
It's crazy because I feel like Tom is like kind of winning this game, but he may just lose this round and then he's gonna go down to like no HP. See, the balls are gonna fall. The fortresses are coming in and like there's the level advantage and the fist. The flank is wasting so much time. Here come the fists. Oh, but the tower goes down. That's critical timing here. The next fist that just came out hitting crawlers. We are losing our tower on the right to the other wasp, but the debuff is just doing such a big deal, and both fortresses are down, and indeed, that's going to be a huge round win here for Red Hair.
And it's the exact same thing as last round, except instead of a battleship, it's a pack of wasps.
Right? It's so ironic.
Timing very crucial too, though. Feng Feng did lose his tower on the right side, but happened to be the first one to take the tower, and that's all he needed to clean the whole side.
For sure. And now we get a bunch of uncertainty here because you never want to be low HP when these late unit reinforcements come. Like, for example, Wraith with like degen, or even just like trying to kill the right tower with it. Super annoying. We do have jump drive on the Phoenixes, so those are going to be finding new homes. But yeah, what do you make of these unit drops? This is crazy.
I mean, both of them already making their choice. Typhoon into
Yeah.
Cell for Agri just wants to get more techs on the fortresses, which I guess makes sense. But then we have this
Dude.
level 3 Armored Wraith with Degen Beam. That is a rude move.
That is like, I love this play. Like, how do you counter that play?
I mean, you basically have to know it's coming.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I feel like it's not even bad if it's answered. That's like the crazy thing. Like, it's just so much HP and like this aura is so useful. I guess like photon long term, that's like your feels good man move against that. But I'm pretty nervous here for Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need a melter. Like, even with the Phoenix there, this is a chunky boy. 87,000 hit points. It's gonna live for such a long time, even when insta-locked.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna take like around 25 seconds, maybe a bit more, for that Wraith to fall. I mean, that's like half the battle, if not the entire battle. There's 2 Phoenixes on it, I guess. I guess it's locked on the crawler. Huh. Everything
Yeah, we'll get
degenerated.
locked, but yeah, look at the slows.
Yeah, and like even the DPS of the Wraith, not too bad either. Extra chaff clear for a Fortress, definitely something you want. The ball's no longer an issue. Okay, it falls decently quick though. It's gonna fall in a second here. The Fort Fists though, not doing too much, and man, he is outnumbered and outgunned.
I mean, all the fortresses still alive, full hit points, punches. Still inside of those fists, don't need to use them. There they go, we'll take out the final fortress, and that'll be game 1 after 6 rounds going the way of Feng.
So shocked by that outcome. Like he looked so good on round like 4, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a spell into into the
Unit
drop
drop.
there.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like, that is sometimes the aggro experience. Like, you don't deal with the potential debuffs, and well, you lose your tower, and that was like, well, more than 1,000 damage twice, as well as
Yeah.
the experience going to Feng's army.
The battleship was forgivable for me, but I think all you needed was a sentry missile to defend the wasp, so that didn't feel good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, game 1. Going over to Feng. Grip Nakoma's gonna have to win 2 in a row now, otherwise he will be knocked out of the round of 8.
And it just looks like Feng is warmed up.
Yeah.
I even think I saw him play a match in between his first best of 1 and then starting the lower bracket. Like, dude is locked in.
Dude, he's such a gamer. It's funny, I was watching him in the pre-show just before this broadcast started, and he was playing against Sako on the ladder, and I was like, dude, you have a game. It's coming up in a few minutes. He was our first game of the day.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, he definitely has a passion and addiction for the game, considering how much he's been playing.
Definitely a bit of both for a lot of us.
They often go hand in hand.
You know, it's all subjective anyways, right?
Yeah, they might call it an addiction. We call it passion
Exactly.
because it sounds a bit better.
Mm-hmm. Well, Agripna battle-focused standard Andy has not really been true today.
Yeah, agreed. We mostly have been seeing him play aggressive.
Yeah, I think 201's preferring the balls on aggro right now. I'm not sure like what changed, because like they used to be bamboozling everybody with like, just kidding, I'm playing my balls on standard, but been seeing a bit less of that lately.
Yeah. It's surprising though, because I think Sledgehammer packs are probably the strongest packs right now. Tend to perform well into everything, and
Yeah,
they're really nice on defense, or well, in standard.
for sure, yeah. Sludge packs are just so stable. Really, as you said,
Like,
just not weak against anything.
yeah, and they just, you can keep them on the board typically against most things. Like, they will not like become completely useless.
So therefore, we need a counter, right? We need to introduce like Scorpion as a starting unit. Seems fair.
Yeah, maybe that'll make the unit good. Well, for the sake of like this series, it'd be nice if Tom could bounce back, but well, Feng
Yeah.
is on fire.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, we do see a lot of these best of 3s go to game 3. I think it's just the nature of like their win probability being, I mean, I guess maybe that's not how statistics works, but I feel like because their win rates are close to 50-50, it's more likely to get the game 3. I guess that makes sense, yeah. right. Another quick supply. Pretty dang good pack. We were just singing the praises of the sledges. Once again, balls. So valued highly these days. Nice specialist as well.
And we saw him play this exact pack in the first game that he played.
Yeah. Indeed, those are the packs. I can do it too, Rooster. I can guess right too.
I know. I never doubted.
Thank you, thank you. Phoenix once again. We saw that earlier. Oh, I guess it's with quick supply this time though. So not giving up that deploy. Random Hound on the left. That's kind of cute. Not the best tower taker, but I imagine it's there for future attacks. It can parry any crawlers, that type of thing.
Kind of reminds me of like the way Wrath likes to play sometimes.
Oh yeah, he does that?
Loves to put like one thing all the way on the left.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's another
is...
round 1 Phoenix. We've seen quite a lot of these, even though I feel like there's not that many packs that actually allow for it.
Yeah, no doubt. The power of it is, I mean, obviously, sure, you win round 1 most of the time. But just getting the early experience can be pretty big. Like, bluebirds are so much better than the white ones.
Yeah, and if you know that you're playing aggro, like Phoenix is just almost a must-have. Like, rarely will you see an aggro board without Phoenix.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, we're getting a lot of unit reinforcements in round 2 today. Crawlers showing up. That's a new one.
Wow, double crawler for free. But Farseer, I feel like we
Yeah,
haven't seen that many round 2 Farseer pickups, but it's such a strong unit
it's so
drop.
good. And it counters the Wasp, which is offered. Gives you cheap EMP access, photon access, and just, I mean, it's just a strong fighter early game. I think it's definitely decent. Now, the crawlers are, like, economically superior because you do have to put some value on the deployment itself. And both players going for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the deployments are indeed crucial. Still being able to do a full turn, not having to necessarily buy nothing but chaff on round 2 can be really nice.
For sure. And, like, you know, you kind of do want to value each deployment at roughly 50, especially on chaff. Like maybe not on, like, marksmans or something like that, but specifically on chaff, I do kind of value them at, like, 150 rather than 100.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It is just going to be a big chaff turn, though, for Feng here.
Yeah, pretty tame turns. Phoenix was picked up to kill the other person's Phoenix. Now there's 4 of them, though, and that means the Steel Ball's not going to perform so well. I do wonder if they're going to be staying long-term. Probably they will, just as kind of crappy meat shields, but not looking too hot. I think the sledges kind of coming out on top. They're like superior bodyguards, let's say, for the Phoenixes. The crawler flank comes in, gets the tower, and that's just another win for the quick supply.
Yep, and this showcases why Sledgehammer can be so powerful.
Yep.
Just in this Phoenix mirror alone. Like, Phoenix needing 2 shots per sledge. Again, 10 shots for the whole pack. That just takes way, way longer to get through than something like the Steel Balls even. Because the Steel Balls don't even help with chaff clear, that's the thing. The Sledgehammers kind of do.
Exactly. It's so crucial.
Oh, subsidized crawler. Well, we don't have crawler levels, but we got a lot of crawlers. Maybe there's some synergy there.
Indeed. Oh, a little bit of a difference there. Efficient tech versus the shield airdrop. The shield airdrop is making sense here because there's no balls here for red hair, so the Phoenixes will basically have to chew through them. I really like that here for Tom. Red hair goes for the efficient tech research, and Tex's Hounds gives them the range. Still down 100 that he has to make up. Oh, just kidding. We're jump driving. That costed only 50 instead of 100. Instantly going to lock onto this Arclight, and the other one's going to tag team get the tower, I guess.
Wow. Really wants to get that tower from the looks of things.
Yeah.
But that'll make things a lot more difficult on the right side, because 2 Phoenixes might be able to take down a shield, but take those away, and that
Yeah.
might survive.
That is true. There's nothing like too precious underneath it. You'll be able to just like target the balls and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's a great shield airdrop, no doubt. Crawler flank as well, by the way.
Yeah, that was already there last round, but
Oh, was
didn't
it?
really come to fruition. Or you mean from Agri?
Yeah, the new one on the left.
Yep.
Here come the
That,
Phoenixes.
yeah, we'll get a debuff, but the Phoenixes are going to be gone for Agri, so that's actually spelling disaster. Arclight's still inside of the shield.
Oh no. Wow. Okay, efficient tech research definitely coming out on top of the shield airdrop there.
Yeah, Tempo City here for Fang. Gets the levels on the Phoenixes. We'll just be able to retrieve them, put them back on the main army. Another efficient tech research shows up, but laser
Dude,
sight might just be better.
think of how cheap your techs could be.
I mean,
I'm trying to trigger Rooster, guys. He hates bad economic cards.
I do, but efficient tech research I can live with.
Okay, okay. It's better than supply for you.
Yeah. Kind of. I have made an effort to click the card every now and then on round 3
Okay, okay.
when I don't want anything else
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to please my chat.
Okay, okay, yeah. Makes sense.
There's a lot of ifs and buts, but I have clicked it.
Mm-hmm. So we get 2 Hound levels here. We buy some to defend the flanks. Move our Phoenixes to the back. They both got levels. It was laser sight for both players. Tom just put his on the Phoenix there. That Phoenix's goal is to protect the tower against the flank, plus just in general protect it. And yeah, pretty tame round, I would say.
But man, those Phoenix levels here for Fang are going to be really useful. Able to one-shot the arc lights now that are a
Yep.
level down. Able to one-shot the steel balls.
Temp range there picked up for Tom the last seconds. Really surprising move to me there. I feel like range doesn't really do that much.
Yeah, it's a kind of an odd one.
And it just looks good once again. Like, the hounds are just so strong. There's so many of them. I mean, the sledges as well. I mean, there's just a lot of components here really working out for Fang. It's hard to say what everything is. At least the left side winning here. Now for Tom, adding that Phoenix, and of course the Phoenix is jumping away, but it don't matter. There's so much stuff on the right.
Yep. It's indeed just like the combination of everything. Like early levels, sledgehammers being more useful than steel balls here.
Yeah,
Hounds, as long as they can one-shot the chaff, are better at doing that faster than the arc lights. So, yeah,
definitely
whole
agree.
bunch of issues. Ooh, some rhino action.
East. Yeah, I think it's a good move. You obviously can't have a melter everywhere, or at least not in a quick succession. I don't know. I really like the rhinos. The scorpions are good as well. The sledges have been a problem. They're okay against the hounds as well. He has nice little positions for them. Yeah,
But
it'll be
this is
interesting to
where
see.
you probably expect Agri to take Scorpion, and level 2 Armor Rhino is quite good into those low-level Scorpions. And never mind that,
Yes.
I mean, it's still a bit scary playing this in a headbutt scenario when it has such a long reload time and it's staring into level 2 Phoenixes.
Such a good point, yeah. They feel so unsafe to me. And as you said, Phoenix is a big part of that. I'm not sure like what the answer is though. Like, you could back them up and take like range on them. Like, maybe that's part of the solution. You could like buy Wasp here, like that's a decent little tactic to maybe give you some breathing room. But man, these rhinos represent their own threat, that's for sure.
Yeah, and have a look at that crawler too. From
Yeah.
Feng on the right side, screening to
Yep.
protect the units from getting hit. I think it'll even distract that left side Scorpion.
Ooh, nice missile though. That actually really helps things out. There's a lot less chaff clear now. I could see the right side winning. The left side, obviously, just completely crushing. 2 rhinos coming in, gonna chop the tower. Then they're gonna flank to the right as we clean up the phoenixes on the left. The right side, Scorpion's debuffed, not really doing too much. A bunch of arc lights though, but now they're stuck on the rhino. Phoenix's turn, starting to apply their DPS. The Scorp takes a nice shot, but those are some tanky rhinos.
Yeah, but the saving grace, at least for Agri, is he managed to get rid of the enemy hounds rather quickly, so crawlers are creating some trouble, distracting the enemy phoenixes, and honestly, that's looking good for Agri. Despite getting debuffed, looks to be taking the round.
I think the Sentry Missile was pretty critical there. It's funny how, like, just 50 resources can really change the tide of a battle.
Ooh, Smoke Bomb. That could spell trouble if it lands. Lasts for 2 turns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's pretty good here. You can bubble it, but with those phoenixes, like, you feel so bad to do it. We have oil here for Tom as well. Tom, looking at the cards, not particularly sure what's interesting to him, but I imagine it's the smoke bomb.
There was an improved factory there that you could play, maybe.
Yeah, actually, that is true. It could be good.
Whoa, I mean, we're making good use of that efficient tech. Loose Formation Crawler picked into the Arc Lights, fantastic value. And Mech Rage on the Hounds.
Yeah, so he's made money at this point. Only 50, but you know, that's something. Or wait, did he make
Even
100?
more, no? Yeah, 100.
Yeah,
Also
my
took armor
bad.
on the Rhino.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, well, can Tom come
Fourth
back now?
AA.
Yeah.
Oh into
I
Jump
don't
Drive
know.
Phoenixes.
Yeah, they're really speedy. They'll dodge the first barrages, ideally at least, unless they lock on to something too early. They're good against the rhinos, obviously. That's like probably half the motivation. But like, I don't know. Okay, the oil really helps out here, because otherwise I feel like the rhino had decent odds to chop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, we do have a whole bunch of loose formation crawlers that are good into Fortress as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we get to chop anyway. One rhino already made it through. Now
we
connecting.
are chopping. Oh my god, it's huge.
Both of them are just gone.
That. That is not good. They didn't even like kill any phoenixes. Like maybe one, sure, but the blue ones are on the right. They're doing a lot of damage. The debuff comes through, and now he's just crushing everywhere. That's going to be a big amount of damage here. What are we sitting at here? 2.3k. So probably not game, but man, was that crushing.
Oh, and the low health rhino even manages to get out of dodge. So
I know.
that might add another 200. Such crushing tempo right now from Feng. Those loose formation crawlers.
Yeah.
Putting in the work.
Such a big deal. Portable shield comes down. I imagine that's for a rhino. He could beacon around the oil. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Like he could sell and beacon. You know, there's options.
I mean, he got through it decently quick too last round.
It's because it was called down though to help. I don't know. Maybe that didn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair. Smoke also, half of it's still in place.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Tom is necessarily dead here. I think he's got room to play with. The birds are level 3, by the way. Gives them pretty good tank ability.
Yeah, and for now, there's no fortresses on the right side, so we're just gonna get Phoenix range. Feng saying those fortresses are not where they need to be.
Yeah. I don't know if that beacon is optimal to dodge the oil. I feel like I would run like left and then up, but
yeah, it kind of looks like the rhino will be running through the oil anyway.
Yeah, at least it has the proper path after, I suppose. That's like a trade-off. Okay, we got a lot of forts now. We need to see loan for Tom here. Please, loan.
If he loans, he can even buy... Oh, no. No more fort.
I really like the sentries as well. Like, you actually can sentry that rhino with the portable shield. Oh, no, it doesn't get it. Okay, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, Rhino is walking through. I think it literally like had to cross more oil this way.
Because diagonal path, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we chopping? We killed one of the rhinos. Here comes the big one, though. Chop. Chop. Yeah, he's doing quite well. On the right side, actually looking kind of good for Tom, no?
Yeah, that's looking solid. Maybe range here on the Phoenixes was a mistake because they're standing still, not dodging the missiles. And, well, the way Fortress AA works, that's going to yield some levels.
That's crazy. Man, Fortress is one of the best comeback units.
Yeah, that is crushing. Wow. Pretty much
I know.
equalizing the hit points in one fell swoop.
That's wild,
Another
man.
port shield. Nuke. Pick
Yeah,
your
Port
poison.
Shield, exactly. It's between one of those two. You're not taking Efficient Giant here. It makes no sense.
Agri going for another port, or the first port shield. I'm not sure if he picked up. No, he did pick up the other one too, so
Yeah, the bros be
chunky
looking pretty
fortresses.
tough. Love to see
Essentially a level 4
missiles.
fortress there.
Yeah, just wildly statted. So both players have to be thinking, are there nukes coming down? And if so, what do I do? So there's jump drive for Feng, right? So like maybe he's thinking about it but not sweating too much. Yo, we're spamming balls with range. Okay. That's a gut shot.
That's... Yeah, I mean, balls can be really good into fortress, but Agri does have the rocket punch on his tech bar.
Yeah. And look at this oil. That's the blues person's oil. So he's saying, let's oil the bros and then get the rhinos out of there. No more chop.
Yeah, never mind rhinos. He's actually sold one of them.
Yep.
So just going all in on the right side and then hoping to, I guess, still have some chaff left when he has to cross over to the left.
More forts coming out. No surprise there. They're just sort of the only thing you need, right?
Yeah, everything else seems to be covered.
Would have
Once you
loved
see
Fang
this,
Shield.
if this goes to the next round, then Fort Punch will be great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Fang sorta needs to win here, right? Like, he's getting a lock on the right. That's great. Down it goes, though. Okay. Oh, wait, there's new locks, though.
Another
Kind of
ball
locks
picks
everywhere.
up the slack.
Yeah. Okay, he's kind of getting it done. There's still the bros on the left, though.
Right side looks good, but he's running out of loose formation crawlers. And still has to deal with that left side. Has that level 4 fortress in terms of hit points. Will get locked. Phoenix is trying to get rid of the tower. Won't happen.
That oil is so painful, but these are high-level fortresses. They can even survive a little bit of
Oh,
lock
wait,
on.
there's no air. The Phoenix
Oh
died.
my god, that's crazy. All right. So the curtain has been pulled. We know it's balls. They've been teched. We're clicking fists, right? I mean, there's a lot of loose crawlers, so maybe the fists just hit crawlers. Oh, lightning storm. That's good against crawlers.
Yeah, that's really good to deal with chaff. Also might get some spot damage onto the Phoenixes, which might kill them a bit quicker with the Fort AA missiles.
That's true. Oh man, this does not look good for Feng, right? Like his Phoenixes are caught between a lightning storm and the fortress anti-air. So it's like the balls need to do everything, but how do you lock onto so many fortresses through all of this chaos?
Yeah, you need your chaff to do the trick, but it's gonna be really hard to protect the chaff.
Yeah,
You do
and
get
I
those
love the
rocket
fist.
punches.
Like barrier's playable as well, but not really, right? Like it's good against the lightning storm, but like
Yeah, it's good on the left, but not on the right side where they'll just get insta-locked by the balls.
yeah. And the Phoenixes, they need to move, no? I mean, maybe it doesn't matter where they are. They're just screwed no matter what. I don't know, man.
Oh, double Wraith.
Just soak up the fortress anti-air is the idea there, and
Yeah, but who's soaking up the storm? Okay, we do
exactly.
move the Phoenixes, at least some of them.
It's so weird, right? Like he wants to add them to the left, but then there's just nothing there to support them. So he's really is caught between a rock and a hard place here.
I love how both players went for Wraith.
Yeah, that is interesting. Oh my god, the zaps are insane. There's already a Phoenix gone. The bubbles go down. A lot of the crawlers are falling though, man. The lightning storm is just insane against the crawlers
Yeah,
here.
this is just...
It's crushing, right?
That's just GG right there. Didn't shield, all of his chaff gone because of the storm. And,
Yeah, we have
well,
fists as
yeah,
well.
we have 6 fortresses, 5 fortresses.
Yeah.
That'll be plenty for Agri here to close out the game, and so strikes back, and we will send this to a game 3 as the decider between these two players.
What a game. That was quite the comeback.
Yeah, that was wild. So, what was the mistake here? Ranging the Phoenixes, maybe?
Um,
Do you go like Wraith or Abyss?
yeah, it had to be something relating to his single target damage, right?
Yeah. I mean, ideally, you like have something that can protect the Phoenixes, so maybe you can try Wraith to soak up the AA missiles, or you could try Abyss, which also is a DPS unit and pretty good into Fortress.
Yeah, I guess I agree with you. It's the range. Like he could have tried like energy shield, but like it would be so expensive to go energy shield and charge shot, which is basically what you need. So if anything, he had to like admit the mistake, sell out, and like go into like melter or something. But certainly doesn't feel good.
Well, the nice bit about this is we get more content.
Indeed, we're spoiled today. Maximize the number of games.
Always nice.
All right, after that game, who do you think's gonna win? I think you asked me. I'm not sure if you said yourself who you think's got it.
I think I do favor Feng slightly.
Yeah.
I think Feng has just always been looking good. I think he made a slight lapse of judgment the last game, which happens when you play these like super heavy tempo games where you're relying on like Phoenixes and Rhinos to do the job.
Yep.
But I don't know. His defensive game looked really powerful, and I just gotta slightly favor him.
Yeah, it makes sense. Even though Agripnikoma won that game, it actually made me nervous, if anything. Because I don't know, like the way he played the early game really didn't pan out for him. I felt like Feng was just so crushing. But maybe that's just the nature of these two in this best of three. Is like they both make mistakes, and they both are good at punishing each other's mistakes. And I mean, anything could happen.
Yep. Either way, we are going to get a legend into the group of 4 to join Sarah.
Yeah, for sure. Shaping up to be an awesome round of 4, that's for sure. I'm very excited for next Saturday as well. I just want to make a quick plug, by the way. So we always do broadcasts at this time zone, right? 14 UTC. And I just want to remind you, we actually have 3 things that we do all weekend. So on Friday, there's going to be a kind of like a coaching clinic. That'll be hosted by myself. I'm just going to be queuing up some ladder games, really over-explaining my plays at around like 1500, 1600 MMR. And that's just to help educate everybody who wants to learn more about Mechabellum. So feel free to tune into that. And then on Sundays, we're actually having a community tournament. So we're going to be collecting win rates from everybody, and then we'll take like people with high win rates and put them into little like show matches, let's call it, or community tournaments. So we'll have like, the 2000 MMRs, but also like the 1600, the 1200, that type of thing. Just looking to give back to the community and, let everybody get a spotlight. You get the full broadcast treatment. You'll get your own heat maps and all that. So yeah, check us out on the weekend. Not this Sunday though, but next Sunday we will.
All right. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to this final game as well between Feng and Agripnikoma. Best of 3 lower bracket finals. Whoever makes it through joins Sarah in the top 4 of this MAG1 season.
Indeed, it all comes down to this, and these are kind of defensive-looking packs, no?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, especially with Agri here picking a Storm pack.
Yeah, is
I think we're gonna
Feng?
get the Arc Saber, Arc setup.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. So we're not getting a long range game to end the day. Looks like it will be aggro against defense.
But I don't think, have we seen Agri play defense yet? Not really, right?
I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see if he'll be able to hold his own. I mean, Feng has a really strong aggro, that's for sure.
Stormcallers, though, can be decent into the Sabertooth.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mind Tom's position here. Once again, it's quick supply versus supply, by the way. They really favor those packs.
I mean, the games have been super volatile for the most part, getting decided on round 5, round 6, so
Yeah.
having those extra resources definitely can help.
Yep. Let's see if we can win despite there being a storm on the other side. Usually it's really painful after you take this tower, having to run over. There's still some chaff left. Chaff, of course, the biggest problem here for the Sabres to chew through.
There is still an arc, but
Oh, he's
looks
stuck.
like the storms just keep hitting.
Oh, it's close, but yeah.
One
One
storm will
storm.
survive. Well, it's as close as you'll get, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't think you're too unhappy with that. If your Fang can just like flesh out the board a bit more. Extended range Phoenix there shows up.
Yeah, that's a good card for sure. Definitely something they both could think about. The other card's not looking super relevant to me.
We have seen Feng like prioritize kind of double Phoenix though on round 2 a lot, so he might just skip. No, goes for the extended range as well.
Yeah, they got the monies to still do it. We're selling the Sabres, in fact. They did represent a tank line. So now Feng will start to miss that tank line, but maybe he's just going to go for like a heavy chaff style, saying, I don't need a true tank, just have a lot of meat.
I am kind of surprised by that sell.
I'm not. I think Sabres are so bad. It's like not good against anything on the
Wow.
board.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be contrarian. I'm just saying.
Oh, it sucks to be a Saber, I guess.
Indeed. Yeah, double Phoenix indeed.
I don't know, his board just looks really empty now all of a sudden, though. Like, I get
Yep,
that
yep.
the Sabertooth will just die, especially with more DPS being added, but like that DPS has got to go somewhere.
I'm with you. I think it's for me. It's like I read that as the pack sucking, not necessarily the choice sucking. But yeah, it's hard to say because like it does feel bad not to have it.
Phoenix in the middle is actually a pretty good move. We'll even allow to kill one Phoenix right away.
Yeah, wow. I mean, there was a nice Phoenix as well from Tom. It hit the arc plate on the right, so missing a little bit of chaff here. But he's got redundancy. He's got a lot of arcs. I think he's fine on that front. Question is, can we chew through these last fangs once again?
There's still a full pack left. With the way things are looking, don't think these Phoenixes will be able to win. They'll get rid of a
It's
fair
gonna be
bit of remaining
close.
units, though.
I think they got it right.
Oh,
This
maybe.
is ER. Oh, it's close.
Not
Yeah,
quite.
they got it.
And
Phoenix is
Phoenix immediately
OPs.
leveling.
All right. Do these tanks help out Feng here? That's got to be what he's missing, right? I could imagine a Grip Nakoma probably looking at the melting point here and just going to build like a long-term good comp.
Yeah, but playing Melter to Phoenix always feels a bit bad.
Does. Oh, counter aggression. All right.
This is kind of a page out of Horrible Will's book, who we'll see next week.
True, yeah. Yeah, I like this. Ooh, the Feng there is nice.
Yeah, that'll stall for at least a good amount of time. Phoenix level picked up. Shallow flank crawler for Feng.
Yeah, that was to protect the Arclight that died last round to the Phoenix. Hard to say who's
I
going to
mean,
win the
these are
round.
extended range Phoenixes, so 20% less attack. That might create some problems to deal with this worm. And right now, Feng is the one with the level.
Yep. He's got the blue bird. Very true. A lot more arc lights here. Well, I guess they're just more densely packed in any case. Yeah, I'm really not sure who's got the round. I think I'd give it to Feng maybe, but maybe the tower pressure with that lone worm could be pretty strong.
Yeah, I think Feng here is in a good spot. I think that worm will create a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Don't know how long the fangs will survive. They will do a decent job at distracting the sandworm at least.
Looks like they kill about 5 at a time. You have to chew through 18, so yeah, it takes quite a while to finish them off.
Or even a burrow in between.
Yeah. So certainly a long time there. So yep,
And
Feng
that'll
gets the
be...
round.
Yeah, most of his units even remaining alive. We'll have to see how much this worm can do.
Yeah. I thought it might kill all the
Pretty
arcs, but
bad debuff timer, though.
yeah, it's like so bad. Oh, is the worm alive as well? Right. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Usually you can get away with it if your worm is underground and just kind of shaking off the debuff while untargetable, but it
Yeah.
was out of the ground that time.
Exactly. All right, we got efficient tech once again. Redeploy, kind of always good. I don't think anybody wants to subsidize arc. I think the game right now is sort of about like winning the air and winning the like single target DPS against the worms.
Yeah, what about Assault Fortress?
I don't know. Like nobody's a giant spec, right? So you'd have to manually do it.
Yeah, that's true, but maybe you can like sell the worm and go into Fortress again for Agri. He had some success with it, and it's good into Feng's board.
Yeah, I think it's a real line for sure. I might be scared to go for it because it's a little expensive, but definitely decent.
We have a late steel ball on the left for Feng. Is respectful of that sandworm. We also get a Phoenix flank on the top left. Not sure if those fangs turn. I don't think they do, so that'll yield another debuff.
I
And
don't
with
think they
Angry
turn.
down to 2.5, that could be a problem.
Yeah, it's a nice move. I do like the redeploy from Tom. He's made that steel ball look pretty silly. But yeah, the Phoenix flank looking pretty good. The flank of a crawler, by the way, as well. I'm not even sure that it wins against the Fang, since that's to warp in.
Uh, I don't think it does, no. It
Yeah, I'm
always
with
kind
you.
of depends on like how far away the fang is,
Yeah,
but it can
exactly.
almost immediately start shooting, so it should be fine.
Or at the very least, it takes a long time. Oh, worm on worm action there. There's a blue Phoenix shooting it. I guess they're both just gonna die here. Yeah, tit for tat. Here comes the Phoenix debuff. Got ball on the left as well for whatever that's worth. The Phoenix is basically just clearing everything through this debuff, and I have to imagine Feng's got it.
Yeah, looking great once more. Phoenix is all going to remain alive here. Oh, never mind. One of them will go down. Maybe a second?
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, some larvae. Where did those come from? Mech divide?
Oh, I think that's, yeah, Mecdiv.
Yeah, okay. Already a commitment there from Tom. Feng, though, dominating this game.
Yeah, just has the advantage in terms of the levels right now and the Phoenixes. Assault Fortress making another appearance there. Game perhaps trying
Indeed.
to tell Agri something.
Yeah, Feng probably gonna get his Phoenix back with the deploy module. He does have redeploy as well, though. He's just got like a ton of mobility here. He could even like attack the left side tower dramatically with 2 different mobilizations.
Yeah, I mean, he could even jump drive and like put 2
Dude,
mobilizations on other units, and just his whole army is on the
that's
left.
so true. That's crazy.
We are mirroring Mecdiv.
Yeah, I do like that. It's very cheap, only costs 100 and gives you 3 larvae when it dies. Wait, 4?
4.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, the sad bit is that it often gets EMP'd somehow, but
Yeah, for sure.
if that's not a thing, and I'm guessing these players don't really want to click EMP Arclight,
Hmm.
it's really good value for money.
Absolutely.
All right, so everything going on the right side. Ball has been retrieved. Phoenix has been retrieved. There's a Wasp covering the flank now for Agri. He'll go for charge shot. You guys, this is extended range Phoenix, so we'll still have 130 range there, despite clicking that, thanks to the card and the enhanced range that he took from the tower.
I'm very curious to see who's going to come on top, because we have one more worm, but then there's the charge shot Phoenix. You can see the charge shot DPS is insane, but honestly, like, that extra worm, that meat is very powerful. Now the left tower is exposed. It's actually leveled. They both temp ranged. You can see the worm just now falling, creating the larva. Still got the birds left, shooting the other birds with lesser range. And Feng once again, man, huge victory here.
Yeah, again, all the Arclights will likely survive. And with 3 packs of Phoenixes, I mean, that's looking at over 1,000 damage.
Dude, the finalist is in hot waters. The finalist of last season, that is. His tournament life hanging on by a thread here. Will the unit reinforcements save him? This can shoot up with the anti-air barrage. Both players going for it.
Yep, if Assault Fortress won't tempt you, then maybe Unit Drop will. This time, both players will say yes. But have a look at this. Double additional Fortress deploys for Feng. Won't let it happen again.
Yep. I like it for sure. The charge shot is a commitment, right? And it's what's killing your worms. So great move, I think, no matter what. Tom did the same thing. He just now committed those 2 deploys. So a very tit-for-tat game. Like, honestly, these guys have, like, the exact same compositions. But somehow Feng's just had the better hand. I don't know what it is. I mean, he had a nice density of Arclights the entire game, whereas Tom is more spread out. A bunch of, like, late Fangs that haven't been contributing very much. So it's really been Feng's game.
Yeah, he's done a great job at stalling any attempts of tower takes too. Managed to get the tower debuff last round.
Yep, absolutely.
Just overall playing the tempo very well.
Yeah, for sure. The oil's like okay. I don't mind it. I think it's worth the 150. Sentry missile good as well. That's going to slow down potentially the fortress. Not sure. Maybe not. Let's see. It all comes down to this. It's such a mirrored board. It's so hard to call, but the charge shot coming in should be significant damage. But can they survive the fortress anti-air? I mean, for now on the left, we're certainly killing that fortress. Sandworm even gets the kill. Missile gets the Wasp on the left. That's really nice. And the Phoenixes are just falling everywhere.
Yeah, Fortress A hitting so nicely, getting rid of that additional bonus damage that was coming in from Agri. And now it's just going to be a fort off together with these Arclights. All the Phoenixes are gone.
Indeed. I mean, it's looking close. I guess the blue fortress still being alive is really hard to kill here. It is stuck in the oil, though with nothing long range to, like, pick it off. It feels like it's just the superior stat stick. And what does that leave us with? A Grip Nakoma. Is that... Yeah, that's game.
No!
Oh my gosh, what a dominating game there to finish things off. Kind of wish it was closer, but...
Yeah, we've had plenty of these. Another round 6.
Yeah.
Feng really showcasing that he knows how to play the early game tempo. Has been looking like he was ahead in almost all of his games. Perhaps not against Sarah, but everybody else, he was looking dominant and yeah, picks up the win here. We'll be joining Sarah in the group of 4.
Indeed. The only damage he took that game was that one Stormcaller on round 1.
Yeah, true.
What a beast. Big congrats to him. Sad to see Tom go. That's Tom and Sion out of the tournament, by the way. Those were the 2 finalists last season.
Yeah. I mean, we just have the very stacked roster. More people joining the game every day, kind of slowly climbing the ladder, and well, this time around it actually will be the OGs kind of making it through. The old guard.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was a crazy day. The debut of Blue Hair, unfortunately, not coming through. The old guards making it through. Sarah making it through is great. The storyline lives on that maybe 201 will be defeated. Definitely tune in next week, guys. We'll be doing the next group, which will conclude the round of 8.